to wellness. I just dropped my laptop on the floor. So if something goes wrong quite severely, it's because I dropped my laptop. I yelled a bit, but you didn't hear that, luckily. It will ruin the meditativeness of this class. You can even grab a pillow if you want one to lie down on if you feel you have to. And I'm going to tone it way down today, which is completely out of my comfort zone. So I'm going to try my best to keep it calm and relaxed. Minion has decided. I just dropped my laptop on the floor.
Is it okay?
Like fully.
I heard.
It's fine.
Is it okay?
I don't know. Minion's going to join us. Minion, if you would like to come into the room, maybe close the door just in case. Oh no, you don't have to.
No?
You can grab a pillow, Minion.
A pillow?
I know.
How
exciting. So the reason why I'm doing the afternoon class is because I don't want to tone down on the morning classes, because too many people like that, I think, I'm hoping, but I know there is a need for the meditative bit of yoga. So we are literally going to lie down, do our thing. We're going to come up to seated, do something else. And that would be it. Go back down again onto our back. So you can roll yourself down onto your back. You can even, no, we don't have candles, I'm sorry.
No, advertisement says candles very clearly.
No, it doesn't. It's just a pretty little picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can even lie on your pillow if you want to. If you want to have one there, you don't have to have one there. And make your back very comfortable. So make sure that you're moving around a little bit. Make sure that your back feels okay. Some people will not be able to take their legs down and not have a little bit of a back issue. So if you are one of those persons, what's the right word?
One of those
people, then you bring your legs into this position, your loose V, and you enjoy whatever we're doing from this angle. So with that said, either drop your legs down or don't. That's completely up to you. Put your hands on your chest and just start to, you can also close your eyes. Start to just regulate your breathing. Don't necessarily go for super slow breaths, just in case you pass out. Just regulate it. So try and just focus on when it goes in, how far you can take it in, and then just release it at that same pace. Maybe slow it down a tad, but not crazy slow. And with that, keep your hands on your chest or on your ribs and just feel where this breath is coming from. Is it coming from your ribs moving? Do you feel your tummy moving at the bottom? Is it both? And while you're regulating the breathing, closing your eyes, maybe tuck in your chin. I'm going to talk through this to let you just do the body check. So don't stop breathing when I'm talking. Please, you just regulate the breath. Feel it underneath your hands. And then while you're doing that, feeling it underneath your hands, just tuck, even if you are on a pillow, just tuck your chin in a little bit. Not a lot of it, not that it's uncomfortable. Shrug your shoulders back and down, so let them relax into the floor. Listen to Growl's hard breathing as a guide. Breathe, feel where that breath is going in your lungs, ribs, and tummy. Relax your feet out. Just drop your feet out. Now, if your legs is in that loose V shape, don't do that. You can just relax your legs. You can even kind of let your knees fall in and walk your feet out if that is more comfortable for you, if you feel more relaxed with your knees bobbing in so that you don't have to keep it up. That's up to you. Feet out, breath regulated. And then just start to really relax into that breath. Keep your mind switched off. Whatever you did today, whether you like lockdown, whether you had a stressful day, whether you hate lockdown, whether the kids drove you mad, whether you're on your own, whatever it is, forget about that and just listen for what's around you. Birds, if you can hear them, your dog, if it's close, anything, just listen out. Or anything. Minion won't be hearing much apart from my voice. But Minion, I'll let you listen quickly. I'll be quiet. Feet out. Now, again, what we tend to do is kind of tense up our shoulders as we're listening out for whatever we're listening to. So just relax that, back and down again, feet out, back relaxed, regulate the breathing. Now move your hands down to your tummy. Hands on the tummy, intertwine your fingers a little bit like so, not crazy, not strenuous, just a little bit. And now we're going to try and breathe with our diaphragm, our tummies. So instead of moving the lungs, you're going to try and split your fingers out with the in-breath. So make a big belly. So this is the only time you can really relax that. You're relaxing your core. So breathe in with your tummy, splaying your fingers open. And if you exhale, they kind of fall back into each other. They kind of intertwine again. And then as soon as you start to have fun with that, just slow it down again, control it. Let that breath go into your tummy and push it out. And in at your own pace. Never ever listen to me. I'm too quick. But let the fingers do the work. Now while you do that again, shrug the shoulders back and down and feet open. Now I want you to move one of your hands onto your ribs and the other one on your tummy. And we're going to kind of balance the breathing a little bit. Now, if you can't do this, just don't worry, relax. It's just a way to kind of get you to focus on something else completely. You are going to, with an inhale and an exhale, do it with your tummy. So you're going to move the tummy and keep the ribs as still as possible. Breath in with the tummy, ribs very quiet. Exhale with the tummy. With the next breath, you're going to lift it up with the ribs. Tummy staying in where it is. And this is where your TVA comes in. This is where you kind of squeeze it in a little bit to control that. Let the ribs go up. And then let the ribs go down on the exhale. With the next one, you're going back to your tummy. And you're relaxing the TVA because you can't hold that in and breathe with your tummy. So let it go. Fingers up. And at your own pace, take it down whenever you're ready. But you're going to bounce this now. Back to the ribs. Leave the tummy still. Lift the ribs up with that breath. And if you get confused, don't worry. Just do whatever you want to. It's not anything to get all worked up about. Just if you just want to do a normal breath and you think it's just nonsense what we're doing, you do that. And then just balance the two. Relax the shoulders. Don't tense up the shoulders because you can't regulate the breathing. It's fine. Let them go back and down. You do your slow breaths. Listen out for what you can hear apart from my voice. I don't like my voice, so who are you? And then on the last one, wherever you are, whether it's ribs or tummy, just relax your arms now next to your side. Drop the shoulders back and down. Breathe normally, whichever is the most comfortable for you. Let the palm of your hands show up to the ceiling. Relax your shoulders back and down. And very slowly, just bring your left foot in underneath your knee. Place the foot on the floor. And let the other leg relax down. So one leg lifted, one leg up. Breathe. Normally tuck your chin in. And on the next exhale, you're going to take your arms over your head. You're going to lift up the ribs, arch your back. Drop down the hands and the shoulders. Leave them there for a breath. And when you bring it back down again, on the exhale, tuck in your ribs, tuck in your tailbone, let your tummy engage. And you're going to bring your arms down and grab that knee, lift up the leg and tuck it into your chest, nice and close. How close ever you can get this, it doesn't matter, just tuck it in, nice and close. Shoulders back down and you can squeeze it in. And we're going to do this breath-led. You're going to exhale this leg way into your chest as much as you can. You can even move it a little bit to help you if you want to. And then you're going to inhale it back into your hands. So you're going to relax that leg into your hands, more of a 90-degree angle. And then you're going to exhale it all the way back in again. See if you can go a little bit further. You can wiggle it. It helps if you wiggle it, especially if it gets stuck, if your hip bone doesn't like this movement. And inhale all the way back into your hands. Exhale it down into your chest. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Just swing around you while you're starting to feel calm. Inhale it back. Leave the leg there and just put the foot back on the floor. You're going to put this foot on the opposite thigh and just cross it over. Keep the opposite shoulder down. We do this a lot in the morning class. If you're in the morning class, this is easy. Don't force this knee down. And if this shoulder wants to lift up, that's fine. Just kind of consciously try and push it down. But don't worry if it's not on the floor. Don't push this knee too hard. You don't want to really overdo that. Just grab your leg at a comfortable place, maybe around your hamstring. And we're going to do exactly the same. This arm can come out if you want to help. You've got the pillow there if you have it, so it's comfortable for your neck. And we're going to exhale that knee down, not all the way, as far as you can. You will feel your end range. Don't go past it. Find it, hold it, and inhale back. Just pivot back a little bit, not a lot. Not a big movement in the back, just a little bit of a release. Exhale all the way to your end range. See how far that is. Inhale a little bit up. Enjoy that. Fill your lungs. Let the air in your lungs do the movement for you. Exhale it all the way down. Not all the way, to your end range. Which, it doesn't have to. It's not very far for this twist. Inhale it back. Exhale all the way to your end range. You will notice that it will be a little bit further. Some of you might have a back cracking, which is fine. You just chiropractic yourself. And inhale back and roll it back all the way to the middle. Slide that leg down the mat. If your back is a bit sore, wiggle it about. Bring in your right foot underneath your knee. Place it on the floor. Take a nice deep breath in over your head. Arch your back. Relax everything. Just take a breath in and out. And on the next exhale, tuck in your ribs, straighten out your spine, tuck in your tailbone and grab this knee into your hand and put it towards your chest. You can wiggle it down again. And we're going to inhale this knee into our hands, about 90 degrees, a little bit less. And exhale it down. Nice and slow. Inhale into your hands and exhale it down. Your chin in a little bit. Inhale into your hands. Remember that chin tuck. Relax the rest of your body. It's just your knee going. Tuck it in, exhale. What's the next one? Just leave it into your hands. Put that foot on the opposite thigh. The opposite hand is going down to keep your shoulder down. And you're slowly, with the exhale, rotating towards the left, I think. No, I don't know. The other side. Okay. Now, find your breath. Keep that shoulder down. Find the twist. If it's painful, lift up a little bit. Don't force this one. We're going to inhale And with that breath, just lift up a little bit. So let the breath lead you to where you go. Don't draw all the way back. Exhale all the way down to your end range. Inhale. Lift it up a little bit. Exhale all the way down. Inhale. Lift it up. Close your eyes, tuck your chin in. And exhale. Nice deep breath. Listen to your breath. As you inhale, lifting up. And exhale over. Obviously at your own pace. If you're not with me, just go ahead. Listen to your breath and listen to me. And last one. Push it to your end range. Hold that for a breath. So keep breathing normally. Just keep it down. And on the next inhale, roll all the way back to the middle. Bring both feet in underneath your knees. Place the foot down on the floor. Heels touching the floor, nice and close to your bum if you can do that. And just move your spine up and down. Just get a little bit of movement in. Pick that tailbone up. Tuck in your navel to spine. And reverse that down into the floor. And you will feel that spine mobilizing. Some people will find that a little bit painful. It does ease off. So just give it time. You can exhale it up and inhale it down. And exhale it up. And as you exhale up, get that breath to come out. Breathe out from your tummy. So tuck your tummy, let that breath escape completely, and then relax down with a nice big inhale to arch your back. You can let your tummy go, and then on the exhale, squeeze it in. Yeah. And inhale, relax a little bit so that arch can back and arch a little bit. And again, squeeze it in. Last one, just find that neutral spine on the floor, which is in between those two. It's not an arch and it's not a complete press down. It's just a natural place in between. And then bring in your one leg, then your other one. Give yourself a big, big hug in. Just circle your legs in your hands, loosen up your back. If there's still a little bit hip or back issues, just feel that loosening up. Breathe with it. You can go into any direction. And then we're just going to lift our feet to the ceiling, but keep our knees bent. Now, before we go any further, if you can just grab around your hamstrings with that slightly bent leg, don't worry too much about a 90-degree bend, just slightly bent. Grab around your hamstrings. And what I want you to do is try and press your tailbone into the floor to arch your back a little bit from this position. And then come back to a straightened spine. So find that neutral spine, the whole back. Lower back is on the floor. It's only the tailbone lifted. And you will feel that the back feels very straight. Shoulders back and down. So shrug it back. Place it back down. And just hold it there. Now make sure that back stays on the floor. And move your hands towards your shins or calves. You can lift up your shoulders and neck. And just grab wherever it's comfortable and come back down with your head and push your knees into your chest. Don't take the knees wide. Just let them come down where they are into your chest. Don't force them down. As soon as you've done that, place that lower back on the floor because you tend to want to lift it up a little bit. So just place the lower back on the floor. Tuck your chin in a little bit. And stay there, and just a few breaths in and out. You can relax your feet. Squeeze those knees into your chest. On the exhale, relax on the inhale, which will naturally put your lower back down on the floor. Squeeze it in on the exhale, and relax on the inhale. Now, for those of you squeeze it in on the exhale, want to take this a little bit further, if you have that flexibility, You can move on, grab the insides of the soles of your feet, and do exactly the same. Make sure the back is down on the floor, and you're squeezing it down on the exhale, and releasing on the inhale. Your neck will strain a little bit because you are straining to get your shoulders up, but just relax as much as you can. So even though it's not in the best position, just relax it anyway. And squeeze and release on the exhale. And inhale. Exhale down. Get those hips nice and loose. Inhale up. You can always go back to your shins if you find this painful on your ankles, or you feel you're straining too much in your shoulders because you're reaching too high. Just grab your shins again, or even behind your hamstrings. You can grab it there and squeeze it in and release. There's a lot of possibilities for this one. So you choose the one that works for you, breath-led, or you change it. If the one doesn't work, or you feel you're straining too much and something it's not working for you, just change position. There is 3. You can choose any position you want. And the last one, squeeze it in, keep it squeezed. Let go of your hand, release your hands, keep your legs bent, and just grab behind your hamstrings again. Let your legs go, so you're kind of hugging your hands and your hamstrings. You're making a hamburger. And hug those knees in, and release it down to the floor. One foot down, then the other one. Feet on the floor. You can take the pillow out if you've got one. We're just going to lift up into a little bridge just to get that spine into the opposite direction. Feet forward, knees forward. Drop the shoulders back and down. Tuck your chin in a little bit. And on the exhale, you're going to move up your spine bit by bit. Try and do it bit by bit. Try and see if you can get that spine mobilized. Tuck your navel to your spine, so you're bracing on the lower abs, not the whole ab group. So only the lower bit. It's like someone's tightening a belt around your belly button area, and that belt is tightened, and you can hold that there. While the rest of your body moves freely, that belt stays tightened. I want you to really focus on that belt tightening as we go up, because that's going to keep your ribs and everything nice and stable. So on the exhale, tighten that belt. Keep it tight and move up vertebrae at a time until you reach your shoulders. You don't have to go for height. All you need to do once you're up is tuck your tailbone up a little bit and tuck your ribs in and keep that navel to spine feeling. Now relax your shoulders, feet forward, knees forward. Place those feet. Play a little bit with your feet. Get the cracks out. Place them solidly on the floor facing forward, the whole foot down. Squeeze your tailbone up. Tuck your ribs in. Don't put pressure on your neck. Don't go as high. You're going to take a breath in and out. Keep the ribs down. Navel to spine. Now slowly on the exhale, place that spine back on the mat, bit by bit, until your tailbone touches the floor, and then squeeze your knees in on the exhale. We're going to roll it up to a seated and cross our legs. I know there's some of you who can't cross your legs. So you can sit like this, you can sit like this. It doesn't matter how you sit. So it's completely up to you. We're just going to sit nice and high. So wherever you are, whether you sit like this or this, as long as this bit is straight, it doesn't really matter. So whichever position is comfortable for you, find it. You can even sit on a pillow if your tailbone doesn't like it. And just shrug your shoulders back. Drop your chin down and shrug the shoulders back. Hello, Julia. I just saw your name. Hello, Julia. Shrug the shoulders back and roll it back. And what we're going to do today, we're going to do the slouch and straighten out thing. I'm going to do it from the front and then turn around so that you can see from the side what I mean. We're going to exhale into a slouch. We're going to drop our shoulders forward, drop our neck down, and just go into this rounded position on the exhale. And on the inhale, we're going to pick it up, but you're not going to lift your back up until you reach your tailbone. Once you reach it, you're going to start to straighten out that spine. Find the natural curl on the inhale. Shrug the shoulders back. Rest your hands on your knees or wherever you want to if you don't have crossed knees. And you're going to hold that breath and tuck in your chin. I'll guide you with the checklists. You remember the breathing. It's exhale down and inhale up. I will go with the checks to make sure that we are nice and straight. When we finish, and this is from the side so that you can just see the slouch and straight. So on the exhale, slouching down, round it out, push your lower back out, and just go as far as you want to hold breath. Then on the inhale, until you hit your tailbone, you start to straighten out the back, right? Get that natural curl in your spine, shrug the shoulders back. Tuck your chin in. You're using your TVA to get your back nice and straight. So keep that tucked in. That's not relaxed at all. Chin tucked in. And then stay for a normal breath. Hands, palms open on your knees. On the next exhale, roll it down again. And listen to your breath. Follow your breath. Go with every last breath you have. And then on the inhale, start to roll it up until your tailbone touches the floor and then straighten out that spine. Feel that vertebrae backing up, shrugging back the shoulders, tucking in the chin and then just holding that for a breath. Normal breath. Don't get out of breath. Do it faster or slow. Do it twice. It doesn't matter. Exhale down, roll it out. Close your eyes. Find the end of that breath. Really go for that rolled up position, and then on the inhale, it's almost like a wave that you're doing. You're not stopping, you're just going up and down, and then when you get to the top, you hold it for a breath. You can even move around if you feel you need a little bit of a stretch on the side, and then go again, like a wave, all the breath out, squeeze it out of your lungs, drop your neck, and do your flowing straight and new natural spine, pick it up bit by bit, shoulders back and down, chin tucked in, and hold, palms up. We're going to hold that for another breath, just to make sure we get that position, chin tucked in, back straight, TVA, super engaged. That's not relaxed at all, but that shouldn't influence the relaxation feeling you have. That's quite an easy muscle to keep contracted without even noticing it. Shrug the shoulders back and hold. Then just relax a little bit. You're going to take the right leg out. Now, if you can't get that leg straight, that's absolutely fine. And one leg in as much as you can. You can grab this leg and really scoot yourself nice and close to this. You can place that foot on the floor. We're going to hold on to this leg for a little bit. The other foot's just going to be out. You can relax that foot. And we're going to sit nice and straight. And what we're going to do is we're going to put pressure into this whole foot, the plantar side of the foot. So what you're going to do is you're going to exhale, putting a lot of pressure in that. Always like you want to stand up. I know some people can do that. I cannot. So if you're the person that can almost stand up from there, act like you are doing it. And then you're going to relax. And you're going to inhale, tightening up, pressing that palm of the foot into the floor. And you're going to relax. And press it in on the exhale. Squeeze that foot into the floor. The other leg can almost lift up if you want to and relax. And again, squeeze it in, straighten out, and relax. One more time. Squeeze that foot into the floor. Really focus on this foot going into the floor. And relax. Now you can relax down. You can keep yourself upright. You can put your left hand just behind you, sorry, brow, and take the right arm over that knee so that you're in the twist. Squeeze your chest nice and close to your leg and just go in. You can also grab it around if this isn't working for you. If you feel you're straining, you can grab this hand behind, over your knee and just pull yourself into that twist. Close your eyes, stuck in your chin, and just breathe. See if you can exhale yourself into a bigger twist, holding this knee in. The only reason why we go over is just to get this knee pushed in the whole time so that it doesn't fall out. So you can also grab it over there. It is a little bit more comfortable to do this. I think let's do that. Stay in that twist. Tuck in your chin. And relax. Rotate back to the middle. Slide this leg down the mat. Relax this leg. Bring the other foot nice and close to your bottom, as close as you can. Then hold on to your leg like you're hugging it. Hugging, hugging, hugging. Then straighten out. Again, we're just going to try and push a lot of pressure on the exhale into that foot, as much as you can. The other foot, the leg's going to strain, that's fine. And you're going to inhale, relax. You're going to exhale and push it in. And inhale, relax. Exhale, push it in like you want to stand up. Some people can, I can't. And relax. And one more time. Push it into the floor like you want to get up. A lot of pressure into that. And relax. Relax back a little bit. Again, grab around this leg. Take the other hand behind you. And just exhale into that twist. Hold it there. Take a few easy breaths in and out. Close your eyes. Listen to what goes around, what's going on around you. Focus on the noises in your breathing. And then rotate back to the middle. Release this leg onto the floor. You can take your leg into a loose V or crossed legs. Again, this is optional, the position you want to take your legs in. It doesn't really matter that much. It is not, there's no specific reason for it. So whichever you choose is fine. I'm choosing a loose V to finish the class. And then sit up nice and high. Arms open, shoulders shrugged back, chin tucked in, close your eyes. Now I want you to scan yourself up and down. Is your shoulders relaxed but down? Is your chin tucked in? How's your back feeling? How are you feeling? Are you feeling relaxed? Are you feeling even more worked up? Are you going to go have fun now after work? It's a beautiful day in the UK. Just hold that. Breathe. Now listen to your breathing. Take deep, loud breaths in and out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through, unless you have a sinus infection, and please don't do this, just mouth. I don't want you to have a lack of oxygen. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep yourself upright. TVA activated. Back straight. Shoulders back and down. Relax into that exhale. Now with the next one, you can inhale the arms up. Through the nose, look up towards your hands. We're going to exhale the arms down to your chest, but lift up your chest as you exhale it down. Take a nice deep breath in. Inhale up through the nose. Look towards your hands. Exhale. Inhale, sorry, whichever one. Exhale. It down towards your chest. One more time. Big inhale up. Exhale down. Lift up your chest to reach your hands. And you are done for this evening for our first meditation and relaxation class. We'll be back tomorrow evening with another set of moves to relax you. It will be different. It won't be the same. Have a lovely time. Hello, Julia. Thank you for joining. See you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, I want to fall asleep now.